Hello everyone, it's Halloween Heartthrob, and today I have another 2 ball jointed doll prompts with you, and it looks like my camera is about to die, so I'm going to try to film this as quickly as I can. So number 44, that one thing, which means what is one thing that one of your dolls or your dolls can't live without. Now as of right now, Tadashi, his one thing he can't live without is his book and his bag. His book's in the other room, unfortunately, because I'm going through like a bunch of stuff, but this is his little drawstring bag that I made for him that he can put his little findings in, but it's meant to be for travel. So he can travel around the world and collect other books, but there is a specific journal that he has, one specific one, to write down notes and important things throughout the lands, like what the culture's like, what the people are like, maybe map out places, stuff like that. Number 45, have you ever noticed that your dolls multiply? Yes, because first I got Tadashi, and then I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait, you know, another good couple of months before I get another doll. And then I got Ayoko, and then I got Shizuka, and then I got Bear. So, and it was like one right after the other, right after the other. But I'm super happy that, you know, I could have my dolls multiply like that. I'm really hoping to get just a couple of more. I know lots of people say, oh, I just want one doll, or oh, I only want, you know, one more. But in reality, they are expensive dolls, and I want to complete my story that I have with them. I don't want to make any more stories. I like the story that I have. I'm working on it more, not as much as I would like, but you know, I'm happy with it. And once I shell out the rest of the characters, which in this story is 2, plus one doll that is my Grail doll, and after that I am pretty much happy. So 3 more dolls at most, but maybe 4. Oh gosh, it's already happening, it's multiplying even more! But at most 4 dolls I think is the craziest I'll go. 4 more dolls, which will give me in total 8, which to me is a whole lot, and pretty much nothing compared to some people that I've seen with like 48 dolls. So, which there's nothing wrong with that, but to me that just seems like a lot of care, a lot of work, and you know, that's just not something I'm into right now. If you guys remember, last week or last Wednesday I decided to take on a doll challenge that I saw from Gina and then Reagan, which is I drew a piece of fabric and I needed to make something out of it, and luckily I had something, a big piece. So Shizuka is in her new digs. It's not as great because I may or may not have had to quickly, sorry about that, my camera died, so I had to switch to my phone, and I really wanted to get this all filmed and done with, so I didn't want to wait like another 2 hours for the battery to charge. So excuse the quality change, but it's pretty sunny out, so I feel like I'm getting a nice picture. As you can see, it's not like her normal style. It's very like Little House on the Prairie kind of thing, and you know what, I liked it. I gave her like a really quick fake corset, a little like coat top. Her dress, her skirt doesn't fit her very well, like it rides really low on her hips. But I just wasn't having it, so I kind of stick it underneath. I made this all in one crafternoon, so please forgive me if it's bad. That's just what happens when you leave things to the last moment. But I have a little ribbon around her collar, and some lace, and going down the edge of the coat has some lace too. It's like a long coat, and then it goes down to this really, really long dress, and I really like the length. I think I might alter this to be something a little bit shorter, more fitted, and maybe like do some elastic, but I wasn't having it. I wanted it done and out of the way, which is probably a bad way to think about it, but yeah, nah. I did it. I finished my project and I'm decently happy with it. I'm gonna leave her in this dress for a little while because I like it. So there's that, which means because I did it, hopefully this next Wednesday I'll give myself more than like 5 seconds, but I need to go pick out a new piece of fabric. For those of you who would like to see what the pieces of fabric look like, I will post the video on the end card, so you guys can click on that and see what the other pieces of fabric look like. But I have them in here, and I'm going to pull out one from this little hole. This is just really convenient. Oh, 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 oh. And it looks like we have this little purple fabric. It's got, it's kind of like a dress pant style. Other fabric that I had was more of like a cotton, so this is like a dress pant material, so more of like a, what is it, polyester? Something like that. So I do have different textures and types in my little box. It's got some black threading in it. So I have another week to make something out of this. Now I have varying amounts of fabric. I used the biggest piece that I had on Shizuka, which I still have some left over, and now I get to make something out of this. Now I've given myself the leeway of working with either ball jointed dolls or my other like Monster High Barbie dolls, so I can kind of not make something just to make it. Shizuka needed an outfit anyways because the outfit she had on was never finished. I didn't want to finish it. It wasn't going the way I wanted to, so I just kind of scrapped it. However, I did really enjoy the shorts that I made for her. It had like the little corset backing for her shorts, so yeah, I liked those. But the shirt just never came out right. So now I have this to work with. And speaking of Monster High and other dolls, I have a Monster High project that I've been working on. I think I mentioned it in the last video that I bought a 17-inch Draculaura, and as you can see I cut her eyes out. I had to resculpt it right there, and then I removed her little head piece so I can make like a wig cap, head cap, whatever you want to call this. It doesn't, you know, stay on its own, but it, you know, once I make the wig, it'll be fine. Woo! I don't even know if I have to have it with the wig on. We'll see. But I have that, and then she's been sprayed with her first coat of MSC, and I will start painting her face and making her an outfit, and then face and wig and all that. So I'm just kind of going with it, just whatever, you know, if I have a slight feeling of, oh, I kind of want to do something with my Monster High, I just go ahead and do it because I know I've always wanted to do this project. I got a second Calliope to do this with, but then I never did anything with her because I got scared of messing it up. So that's why I bought her, and I'm just gonna jump into it, do what I can with her. And if it turns out terrible, then I know that I need a lot more practice. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Comments are always welcome. If there's something that you think I could make out of this fabric, leave it in the comments below. If you like me as a person, I have a vlog channel, which will also be posted in my description box down below. I will see you on Friday, or if you're a doll fan, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye!